All right, we've been having mild weather, as Rick talked about the past few days, but wintry conditions will inevitably be headed our way. The catch is this winter may look a little different because of an expected El Nino. Our Sophia Bliss listened in on the Idaho water supply meeting today, and she shares what local officials are expecting for the winter outlook.
Morgan, last year we trended above average with moisture for almost the entire water year, and we're off to a wetter start with some rain earlier this month, but we may see things dry out later in the winter season. Typically for our region, an El Nino winter means warmer than average temperatures and slightly below average precipitation, but that's not how it's shaken out in other El Nino winters.
There's a lot of variability with what we see during El Nino during the winter time period. Yeah, that variability, the uncertainty, there's just not a lot of real strong signal. We just don't know for sure how that's going to pan out.
Officials also talked about how this El Nino is expected to be a strong one. An especially strong El Nino is called a super El Nino. There have only been 4 super El Ninos in the past 50 years, so it doesn't give us many examples to base a prediction on. Some of those forecasts suggest we could enter the super El Nino territory this winter. But a strong or super El Nino doesn't necessarily mean stronger or more impacts. 2 of the super El Nino years were 1998 and 2016. Both years saw near average precipitation. Erin Wharton from NRCS made an interesting point in today's meeting. She says, when we consider the outlook, we also have to consider the background trends that we're seeing outside of the El Nino. She says in Idaho, snowpack totals have been declining in the past 60 years. There have been fewer days with snow, and spring snow cover also declined during that same time frame. So Morgan, there are still a lot of unknowns, but based on the majority of the data trends, we'll likely see warmer than average temps, which may lead to less mountain snow and overall below average precipitation.
I remember last year we were so excited. We had so much moisture up in the mountains that Bogus Basin was opening for like full-blown skiing around Thanksgiving. We're not even close to that right now.
Right now, the data does not support that. So.
All right, Sophia, thank you for the update.